Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Brian Lansing. I am the owner of Mic Drop Entertainment. We are a local entertainment company here in the Twin Cities. I've been doing host and DJ work now for probably around, oh gosh, almost 15 years now. And with my job, my career, I'm constantly in front of people, right? Up on stage, either on a mic or playing music. And with that, it's important that I feel good about myself. I feel good about how I look and how I feel. And over the last decade, as I entered into my 30s, I began to put on weight got to a point where I was really uncomfortable, right? I was uncomfortable in my clothes. I wasn't happy with the way I looked. I felt insecure. I didn't always love doing videos or photos of myself because I just didn't like the way I looked. And so I started working with different trainers, different nutritionists. I was working out constantly, following whatever the nutrition plan was down to a T, and yet still wasn't getting results. I still wasn't able to lose the weight. I was also still really feeling a lot of bloating, a lot of inflammation. In fact, there was often times where I would eat food, healthy food, right? Lean meat, vegetables, good carbs. I would eat this healthy food that, again, is on the plan of the nutritionist, but I would still feel like I had this food baby, and it was really defeating to me. And I was like, man, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing all these things, I'm working out, and I still just feel like crap, and I still can't lose this weight. And I was so frustrated. I did end up discovering that I had a lactose intolerance, but just figured, went to the doctor, and they said that, hey, there's not much we can do about it. Well, I ended up reconnecting with Ryan. I actually trained with Ryan way back when in my 20s. And to date, that is the best shape I've ever been in my life, is working with him before. So there is a common theme to this. But was able to reconnect with him and shared with him in the intake process, my discomfort, the bloating, the inflammation, just how it affected my view of myself and my self-esteem, and how that impacted my ability to do my job, right? Because if I'm not feeling good, that's going to affect how I am in front of people and working with my clients. And immediately right off the bat, he's like, okay, well, first of all, we can work on this inflammation, we can work on this bloating and this lactose intolerance, and we can actually bring some healing to it. And he began to explain in terms that was way over my head, but explain kind of what he could do in the process he could take me through. So we started to work on it, and immediately, I would say within the first week to week and a half, I started to notice differences. I started dropping some weight. My energy went up. I started to have to rely on coffee less. My clothes started to fit a lot better. I started to be able to wear clothes that I hadn't been able to touch in years. And then because of that, I started to feel a lot better and a lot more confident in myself, which again carried over into other areas of my life. So here I am about 3 months later, and we're still working on the healing process of my gut and about to jump into the fat loss. So we haven't even gotten to the fat loss stage, which is crazy. I'm so excited to jump into that. And I feel amazing. I'm down about 10 to 12 pounds here and have stayed that. So the weight has not gone back up. And I feel amazing. Again, the way that I'm fitting into my clothes, the way that I look in pictures now, in videos, I actually feel really good about myself again. And it's been about 10 years since I felt that. I tell Ryan all the time, I'm like, man, he probably gets annoyed hearing him. I'm like, man, I'm so thankful for you and all the work that you've done. I can't even tell you how much you've given back to me and how great I feel because of the work that you do. So if you're considering or thinking about working with him, I highly, highly recommend it. I think it'll be one of the best decisions in investments that you make in your health and wellness. Ryan is incredibly knowledgeable in his field. And not only that, and this is really hard to find, but he is very passionate and genuinely cares about his clients and wants to see your success as much as you do, if not more, which, coming from someone who's worked with a lot of trainers, that's not always the case. In fact, I've had trainers blame me for not being able to lose weight. Well, that's not the case with Ryan. Ryan will figure out what's going on and try to work with you and come up with a plan on how to get you feeling better. So again, I cannot say enough great things about Ryan and his company. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. He's been the first person that has really been able to help me in over a decade. So Ryan's the best. Hope that helps. God bless.